so today we're going to continue working on the Rmax with some electrical upgrades you saw in the last video. We installed this custom second battery setup, and if you didn't see it, what's the matter with you? Click up here and go watch it now, because it's very important you run a second battery if you're going to be running a lot of accessories. So now that we got that second battery all hooked up, we are going to add a little bit of accessory lighting to the Rmax, because like I said also in the last video, the stock headlights are nice and bright, but being as they are set way in here on the side, your headlight beam projects way forward and you get no lighting like in this area whatsoever. There's a big dark corner. So really, even to go around turns at high speed, the visibility is very bad with as far as those are set in. You don't have the light in the corners to see for turning sharp at higher speeds. So one way to fix that, of course, you could add a light bar and stuff, but Vic-Offroad was kind enough to send me their LightFox LED rock light kit. This is an 8-pod LED rock light kit. It is IP68 water, dust, and shockproof. Bluetooth controlled, you can sync your music to it, and as you see there, this is multicolor choice. So here's everything that comes in the kit. Of course, you have your main control module here. This is Bluetooth controlled. It has your power hookup, a simple fuse, and then this is your control box. Now we got the 8-pod kit. So you see here it has kind of 2 splitters that branch off. You have 4 connectors here, 4 connectors here. They also make just a 4-pod kit, which obviously just has 1 of these. And then you have your LED pods themselves. You probably can't see there very well because I know the GoPro don't focus, but each one of these LEDs has 4 little separate diodes in it, and that's what gives you your different color. You have different rubber mounting pads here. You have flat ones, and you have curved ones that fit very nicely against various size roll cages. Depending on how you want to install these, you can use either or. And you got a simple bag here of some hardware, some simple Allen nuts and bolts and washers for hooking up your lights. Now, a full disclosure here, straight from Vic-Offroad, the wiring harness in these kits may not be long enough for some of your longer UTVs, like your 4-seat Razors, your 4-seat Mavericks. You probably aren't going to have a long enough wiring harness to go clear front or back. They thought I might be pushing it with the Rmax, but they made me aware of that. I'll make sure you make you guys aware of that too, that the wiring harness might not be long enough. There's a good bit of length here to the wire of these, but it's not super long. So that's something to be aware of. And I'm not sure, we'll have to break into this a little more. I'm not sure if all these are the same length or if you have some long, some short. We'll undo all these and check the length, see if they're all the same. Alright, so I got all the LED pods actually unfurled, and there are 2 separate sizes here. You get 4 that are 6 feet long, and you get 4 that are 11 feet long. So I'm going to play around here a little bit with where I want to actually put these and locate them. And then once I get a game plan figured out, we'll check back in. Alright, I got a game plan. Now the front's going to be pretty easy because I got lots of cable. I know it's pretty dark in here, but I'm going to simply mount these right here like that. They'll be up pretty high, but they should still bounce a lot of light out this way. And I can put it in both spots on both sides. And the rear, I was a little perplexed because pretty much no matter where I put them, they're going to be covered in mud. I thought about tucking them in here to help keep mud off of them, but they're starting to get covered with mud and they're not really going to project out past the wheel if I put them in under here. So I think I'm going to mount these right here like this in the actual wheel well itself. Yes, it'll be covered in mud, but like I said, no more than it would if it's in there. And being right here, with that being angled like that, it's going to project the light more out this way, so I'll get a lot better visibility here in the rear. And I got plenty of cable. I already have the 11-footers run roughly up through, and they have plenty to reach up here. Alright, so as you can see, I have defendered the rear of my Rmax so I can mount the light There's just a bunch of these number 4 Allen bolts. One here, 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 here. One 10mm under here that connected the fender to this piece here. And then one in under the bottom here. There was one push rivet that popped out here, and that was able to come out and slide back from the tail light. And then basically all I had to do was drill one hole for the wire to pass through, which was, I used a 31/64, but a 1/2 inch would work as well. And then 2 smaller holes for the provided bolts. And then this will just slide in place and get bolted right there. All right, those 2 rock light pods are attached to the rear fenders. But before I throw those on there, I found the perfect place for the 2 rear lighting. For a little bit of cargo lighting, I'm gonna mount one on each side of the back here. That'll kind of light up this whole area. And I've got plenty of wire. I've kind of already ran it up here. And they're plenty long enough to be able to reach to the front. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant one on this side and one on that side. Making good progress. We got the 2 cargo lights installed and done. I got my lights, my rock lights, and my fenders done. Fenders back on. I even got the floorboards back on. So now the rear is all done. It's time to move to the front. I'm going to put 2 rock lights in under the front here on this cross member on each side. That should work good for projecting light. Not just out this way, but it's going to be pointed more forward to where we need it. Hit them diagonal dark spots I said that we get with these factory headlights being set in so far. And then for the final 2, we're going to do a couple more cargo lights. I'm just going to install them right here under the dash. There's those little punch outs here that is where the factory interior lighting is, so we'll be close. It kind of shines down this way. We'll be more down, but I think that'll be all right. I was debating on putting them right here so you could open the door and have it shining out, but I'm afraid that might glare too much in riders' faces if we have them on while we're riding. So I'm gonna put them in under here just so they shine down. We'll get ambient lighting from the light reflecting off the plastics and coming up. Should be plenty. lights are installed. All the wires is run. We got a mess of them up here, but I labeled each one so I know where they are going. Next, we got to wire in the control box, and then it's just simply a matter of plugging everything in. So I think I'm going to put this guy right here like this. So my battery's fresh, but my memory card's getting full. So I'm gonna go ahead and do all this wiring, get all this stuff plugged in and sorted. So the next time I see you, we should be ready to see how these lights work. Now obviously guys, the GoPros don't do the best job here at capturing light in a dark setting, but it does an okay job. But just so you guys know, these are brighter in real life than what they seem here on video. That being said, I would have liked these to have been a little brighter than they actually were, but again, this is a very, very budget-friendly rock light kit, so I am not disappointed with how they are, and they look great, have a lot of neat features. And I'll go over the actual controls here in a bit using your phone, but I'll give you a quick rundown here of some of the things you can do with these lights. Like for starters, you can of course control the brightness. There's just a sliding scale on the phone app you'll see here to brighten and dim them as you please. Aside from having a solid color, you can have it do like a pulsating, I think they call it breath, where it'll just kind of go through all the different colors. And you can of course control the speed of that, either slow it down or speed it up depending on what you like best. And it also has a music sync mode where it uses the speaker of your phone to kind of pulsate the lights along with whatever music you're playing. It works okay, pretty much like any others you expect. It just kind of randomly goes as you're talking. Boom. Boom, boom. And I think one of the nicest things to have in these rock lights is actually having these interior lights to give you some little bit of lighting inside when it's dark. And I am so glad I put some here in the cargo area. With the seat slid forward, this will light up the whole rear section so I'm able to see. Now actually out on the trail, again, the GoPros don't really pick this up the best, but there is quite a bit of additional lighting here that you get with these. And here you can see just how much. Here was just the headlights on, and then when I turn the rock light kits on, you can see how much additional lighting to the side these rock light gives to fill in that blind spot I was talking to you about earlier. So there's definitely a benefit to running rock lights for additional visibility at night. Even if you're not on the rocks, even here in the deep woods, it helps you to see these trees I'm going by to fill in the blind spots, the dark areas your headlights don't cover, so you don't smack into anything. And this is especially true in the rear, where if you don't have anything like rock lights, you really have no side visibility whatsoever. Let me show you how everything turned out. I got everything pretty neat in here. I got the Bluetooth control box here mounted with just some Velcro so we can take it off if need be. We got all our wires run through this little factory hole right here. Fairly neat. I may zip tie these up a little bit to kind of keep them together a little better. We have a power wire running from the fuse box we installed when we installed the second battery, which you can click up here in the card and catch that video if you missed it. It's running into the dash up front here where we installed a switch. Now I know that says light bar, and those are rock lights, not light bar. I forgot that I had used my rock light switch on the 850 X4. So I have another rock light switch ordered, but for time being, we'll just rock this LED light bar switch, and then it'll already be in here for when I do hook up some LED light bars. All right, so let's turn these puppies on here. I'll show you the app to control these. You do need this car light app, and you can select different areas if you have different sets of light hooked up. I have these down here because they're rock lights. I have bottom lights chosen, and you can use this app then of course to turn on and off your lights through your phone. You have different modes here. You have a white mode, exposure mode, which just kind of flashes, which you can also control the speed by the slide of a finger. You have a breath mode, which is pretty neat. It just kind of fluctuates in and out. Again, you can control the speed here. It has a music mode where you can play music and have the lights beat along with the music. And of course, you have your full color spectrum wheel here where you pretty much can drag your finger and pick any color you want. However, one thing to note, say if you have it here on blue and you turn your lights off, you kill power, when you turn it back on, it does default back to red. So you have to pick your color every time. But it saves your recently used colors here at the bottom, so they're easy to find again. So a pretty nice kit if you are on a budget with some pretty nice features. However, there are a few things about it that I was a little disappointed on. First being that this is a 8 light kit, and it actually has 2 separate wiring harnesses here for each set of 4 lights. I was hoping you'd be able to control these separately so I could have my separate rock light and cargo lights over one harness. But it doesn't work that way. The Bluetooth controls all 8 lights equally the same. So if you're wanting to run separate lights for separate areas or for separate duties, then instead of getting a single 8-pod kit, you're going to have to get 2 4-light kits. Which the app is very capable of controlling each one of those separate, and you're able to mark what each one does there like I showed you right on the app. The second thing was, I was expecting these to be a bit brighter. I was a little disappointed the first time I turned them on in the dark, all the brighter they were. But again, it's a budget LED kit. You're really only getting 2 LEDs per pod, and each LED has 4 little color diodes to give you different colors. So that is what it is. And in pitch black, it's going to be plenty bright enough to give me some visibility here to the side, as you saw in the night footage. So installation wasn't too difficult. The hardest part, of course, was tearing your machine apart to run your wires, which is not awful. It's just time consuming, a lot of little push rivets to remove and stuff. So again, a big thank you and shout out to Vic-Offroad for sending me this kit to install here and review for you guys. I will put a link to this kit in my description below. And hopefully by the time this video comes out, I'll have my affiliate link all set up with Vic-Offroad. So if you click on that link and order these rock light kits, I'll get a small kickback from it that'll help support my channel. But as always, just simply watching, liking, and subscribing to my channel, as well as sharing videos. Don't forget there's the little share button that you can always click on and share on your social media platforms to help promote Appalachian mountain riders. That support is just as critical and goes a long way in helping Appalachian mountain riders grow. So as always, if you have any questions on this installation, make sure to leave them in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them as quickly as I can. So thanks for watching, and until next time, God bless and keep on riding.